Hello, welcome back to my channel, Intuitive Insights in Tarot, for my special membership gift giveaway. And, before I get into the giveaway, I am going to do some mini readings for the members that I already have. Oh, and I want to welcome Stacy Marr. She's on the line with me. Say hello, Stacy.
Hi, everybody.
So Stacy's going to be my guy in the chair, helping me navigate through this stuff today, figure this out. Um, but while I'm waiting for people to come into the chat, Stacy, can you see in the chat how many people are there?
It says we have 8 people right now in the chat.
All right. So thank you guys for being there. Hold on for a minute. I'm going to give away, or I'm going to do some mini readings right now for my members who are already here. I'm pulling them up the names right now. I want to thank Frank Schultz, who joined last week or just a couple days ago. But we're going to start with Cherie. I know Cherie's working now, but she might be able to get to her phone, and she can watch this later on replay. So I'm going to do what kind of challenges do you have for the week coming up? While I do this, while I shuffle,
Oh, Cherie's in the chat. She said
all
hi.
right, great. Thank you for being there, Cherie. And while I'm shuffling, I don't know if you feel comfortable talking about it here, but you said you had a dream that you want to talk about, Stacy. Can you tell me about that? Your
Yeah.
dream went good?
A couple nights ago, I had a dream, and it was kind of like I was watching myself outside my body sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But I was aware of my body, like I was still in it at the same time. And I saw what looked like Jesus or an angel come to me and touch me on the forehead. And I
Wow.
thought, and I kind of turned my body towards the angel or the Jesus, and I put my hands above my head with my palms up on the pillow as he was touching my forehead. And I thought, oh, I think I received a healing or a gift. That was kind of my interpretation of that. And then I kind of woke up and I thought, well, that was really neat.
Wow, that was really cool. That reminds me of one of my clients told me about an encounter she had with an entity. This is the way she didn't tell me it was Jesus at first. And and then she asked me who it was, and when I did cards on it, I got that it was a powerful being, and then she asked, "Is it Jesus?" And I got a yes on it. So that sounds like you had a similar experience. Okay, so Cherie, here's your mini reading for the week. The first card will be, what kind of situation do you have to face? Wow, starting off right away with the devil.
Uh-oh.
The devil, that's the situation, and this is the challenges of that situation. So I know she's been kind of dealing with some Mercury retrograde stuff that's been kicking her butt, getting parts for her car and everything. So I think that's going to be coming to an end actually soon. So these problems, struggling with the things like fixing your car. So let me see, with the devil, that was the yeah, so I really think this is about your car, and also I know you're saving money to go to Oregon, and this is definitely Oregon. I think all the struggles that you've been having for the past, well, during this Mercury retrograde is about to come to an end this week. Things are going to stabilize as far as money and getting your parts for your car fixed so that you can start focusing on your goal of getting to Oregon think next month, Sheree, if I remember correctly. So I think things are going to get easier for you now after or starting this week.
Mm, that's good because we're still kind of in the shadow period, I think they say of it, right, for maybe a week or so of the Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I
When do
believe
you
it
know?
ended on the 28th it ended, but I think there's a
Okay.
shadow period of
Yep.
before and
Yep. I
after.
That's what I was going to ask you. When did it actually end? So if it ended on the 28th and we're only on the first, so you're right. There's like a week of the shadow. So that makes sense then in the cards that it's going to be getting easier for you, Cherie. I know you had a rough few days. Okay, I want to refresh my screen here because I want to see if I can see this chat myself.
Now we have 22 in the chat now.
Okay, find my. Oh, maybe it's here. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can see the chat now. Make sure I got my volume down. Yep. Okay, guys, I'm not going to be doing a lot of questions from the chat today, but see, I don't see where does it say the number. But how many people we got in the chat now?
22.
22.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I don't want to keep people waiting, so I want to go ahead and gift this, and I hope I can figure out how to do it and help you guys figure out how to do it. Oh, well, let me explain why I'm doing this too. Somebody complained during my last live that it was painful to watch because I'm not good at keeping this stuff straight. So I'm sorry. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen. And what do I want to share here? I want to share that email, right? I want to explain
Mm-hmm.
to people what I'm trying to do here. Minimize this. Minimize this. Okay. So I've got this email from Google. This is it. Time's running out. Don't miss up to $2,000 bonus. Okay, so I'm going to skip down here. I thought there was more information here. Sign up for channel memberships bonus program. Did I do that? No, I didn't. Maybe I have to sign up for that. I thought I'd done this already. How do I sign up? Earn more now before launching memberships by September 16th. Each, okay. Members help you connect to your top fans. 1,000 for launching members by September 16th. For each new member in first 30 days, $10 for each new member, maximum 2,000 payment you could earn. Cool. And what did you say you read on here, Stacy?
That it's $10 per subscriber, but maybe their limit is $2,000, so that'd be 200 subscribers, but they take 30% of it. So, even if you got 100 subscribers, you wouldn't get 1,000, you'd only get $700 because they would take 30% of it.
Okay, well, that's still a pretty
That's
good for me.
that's the way I understood it.
Okay, so I guess I'm ready now. I clicked the setup and this is just the so I've got 18 now. So that means I need 22. Or I mean, I'm sorry, what? 72, right? No, 82.
Uh,
So I've got
y-
18 members now. To reach 100, I need 82 new members before the 16th, right?
Yes.
Okay. So stop share. So now I guess I go to my channel. Oh yeah, let me do this too. Share. Some
Yeah, I
people are
think
saying
it's
they
sort
can,
of it's just sort of a special that they're doing too. It's not something they do all the time, right? It's just something they're doing just for this time period, from what I understood.
Mhm.
It's not like you'll get that $10 every time. It's just until
Right.
the 16th.
Yeah, and it'll also expire. So if you get a free membership today, it's only for 1 month, and then you have to renew it yourself. Chicken. Go to. Oh, see, this is what is annoying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bear with me. I'm trying to figure this out. I want it because I want to. I've got two YouTube channels, but I want to show you guys what it looks like if you want to, because some people were having trouble finding the members button. Okay, so here it is. Minimize subscriptions. Am I still sharing the screen? No.
Well, I can't. I
Oh,
can
it's not.
just see
Okay, okay.
you. I don't think you're sharing a screen. I
Okay,
just see you.
okay. So I've got it here now. Okay, so for those who don't know how to join my members, if you just want to join, you come to my channel, Intuitive Insights and Tarot, and there's the join button there. Okay, you click on that, and then you can choose level one, which is $2 or $1.99. Level two is, I believe, $4.99, and then level three is $9.99. All right, and I'm going to purchase. I'm going to try to purchase those right now. See if I can do it. So I come here, click on this. This is this live stream right now, and they say over in the chat there should be a dollar sign somewhere. Should be down here. Yeah. Okay. So I click on that. Membership gifting. I'm going to click on that. 10 members is 800 baht. Okay. I can, that's not that expensive then. So those of you who don't know, 800 baht is about $15 or $20, something like that. So I'm going to, now the way this works is I can't choose who gets the gifts. Okay. I may have to stop sharing now because I might have some personal information here. Yeah, I've got my credit card number here. Okay. So I'm using Google Pay. I got my debit card is connected to Google Pay. And I'm going to
You're gonna
show
do
you, I
10.
can show you this. Huh?
Wow. You're gonna do 10 of them. Well, because initially you were thinking it was gonna be the higher end, right? Initially
Yeah,
you thought that you were gonna,
I thought I was going to spend $50 today. So I'm quite
right.
happy with these. Yeah,
You,
I'm going to buy 10 and that's 800 baht from me, which is like a dinner out with me and my lady. And let's see what happens. Buy. Remember for all YouTube purchases. Yeah, sure. Enter the 3-digit security code on the back. Oh, okay, I gotta change. I gotta stop sharing.
do you have yours
And
memorized?
and I've no, I do actually, but I'm not sure. Let me and hold on a second. I gotta get. Okay, so you can only see me right now, right? You can't see my screen. Want to make sure I'm not
I
sharing my
just
security
see you.
code. All right. Oops.
Margarita, I'm not sure if that's how you say your name, Margarita. I'm getting that she's gonna have another girl.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm verifying my credit card. Your card issue decline payment. Declines are often due to insufficient funds. No, I know I have money in there. Check out the cards.
It's
Oh,
always
that's the wrong
something.
card. No, it's the wrong card. That's why.
Oh, okay.
And try again. I thought I had updated it already. 163. Yeah, I always have trouble when doing this stuff. Come on, work, work, work.
Everybody cross your fingers.
Okay, I think it happened. So yeah, there you go. All right. So you guys click on the gift that I
Okay.
just sent.
Yep, so if you're looking at the chat, you'll see a green gift box. So that's where Scott has paid for 10 memberships.
Cool.
Yeah, so if you want to take advantage of it and you don't already have one,
Well, a whole
then
bunch of
you,
people just got it. So uh AO, Terry J, Liz Bauer, Jill Kendall, Tammy C, Scott Odo, uh Leanne Bolin, Linda Tetrick, what's that, Wanda? Big Show. All right, there you go. Now,
wow, that's
I would
awesome.
like I would like to invite my viewers to also purchase some gifts if you can. You can see it's easy to do. It's not very expensive. And if you want to help me reach my goal, I could I could get if I could get 200, I could get a $2,000 bonus minus the YouTube's cut. And by the way, so all these people who just got these gifts and was gifted membership by Scott Yates. Yeah. So all of these people, the reason you got the gifts because you're my top viewers. You are the people who I guess spend the most time on my channel. So thank you guys for your time.
And that went super fast, Scott. I didn't think it'd go that fast.
Yeah, yeah, that was pretty cool. So one channel I watch a lot, he does a lot of lives, is that Marfugal News, and he gets these all the time. I see people gifting all the time, and so there you go.
That's, that's exciting.
All right, and let's see, cool. So, what were there any questions in the chat?
Let's see. Well, Marguerite at the beginning was asking about she has a daughter Amanda who's pregnant with her second, and she was curious about the gender she was gonna have of the baby.
All right, I'm gonna do a one card, just see what I get. I'm gonna cut from the
Yeah,
deck.
you got the death card.
Yeah, I'm looking for some. You know what that means.
That's
This
like
is
transition change, right?
yeah, but for this, she's going to be the reincarnation of somebody that you know, Mark.
Oh, wow.
So this is going to be one of your past relatives. It may be somebody passed recently, or somebody maybe a distant relative, but she's in she's it's a reincarnation, and it's someone who's coming here to assist with building the new Earth. I just pulled
And,
justice. So I'm gonna um, go with what
and you
Stacy said, that it's maybe a girl.
and you keep calling her a she.
Yeah, well, yeah, you put that in my head.
Or put it in your head. Sorry.
Also, well, anyways, and she does she have a daughter already?
Yeah, she does.
Let me see. I might check. I got a coffee here. Let me check that. Oh, it's they emailed the questions back to my email. Hold on, just a second. Let me see. I may not be able to get to these today. Actually, I don't see them. Oh, they say they will email questions for your podcast. Okay, this is for Honey, so I don't have to do these today. Okay. And
Oh, cool.
that's Colleen. So Colleen, if you're listening, yeah, send me those questions via email. She bought me coffees for that, and I'll do those with Honey, so Honey can help with that.
Oh, yeah,
And
you're gonna be on tomorrow, right? With Honey tomorrow?
yeah, Honey's gonna join me tomorrow. We're gonna do our usual thing. We don't really. Oh, yeah, she does have a topic she wants to talk about. I'm letting Honey choose the topic and lead out on that this week. Can't remember what it was. It. Oh yeah, how to how to shield ourselves from
Mm,
how to. Yeah. I remember.
like protective energy type of thing?
Um. Yeah. Let me see. What did she say here? Protecting your own. Yeah, exactly. Protecting your own energy.
Wow.
Um. But she didn't send me a text. She sent me a voice message. But I remember when I listened to it, it's a lot like, remember when I talked about be like Tom Bombadil?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot like that. It's being in the world but not of the world. Um, things don't really affect
Yeah.
you. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. So I'm planning this trip to the United States after 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
And this it's evolved in my mind. First, it was going to be I was going to fly to LA, and then I was going to like fly across the country, stopping in different cities, doing appearances. And when I started looking at the cost of even buses, I'm like, okay, I'm used to riding buses here in Southeast Asia, long bus rides too. I have to go to the border in Laos. That's a 12-hour ride one way, but the it's so expensive. And I used to hitchhike a lot when I was younger in America. And I got the idea I'm going to start in LA, and I'm just going to couch surf my way across the country. I'm going to
Wow.
I'm going to try to connect with viewers. Uh, so like from LA to Sedona is 8 hours. So let's say I land in LA, I'm going to spend a few days there, maybe book some readings, do some in-person readings for people in LA, maybe see some sights there since I've never been really west of the Mississippi. Then hitch a ride with somebody, maybe a viewer, could take me to Sedona. And then from Sedona, like I said, just keep going east until I
Mm-hmm.
get to Atlanta. And then from Atlanta, I'll call some of my family down in Florida to come pick me up. Um, so I'm going to do stops all along the way. And
Where's your mom
and
live in Florida? What part of Florida is she in?
Melbourne, which is
Melbourne.
just south of Kennedy Space Center. I grew up watching rockets go off
Okay.
in my backyard, literally. And yeah, and so and if I don't have any viewers that can give me a ride, I'm just going to go out and put my thumb out and document it, like do live streams and make videos along the way and meet new people and have new experiences and see things I've never seen before, like the Grand Canyon, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this has become this great new adventure in my mind right now, and I haven't had any big adventures in a long time, at least none that I've done willingly. Um, and I've never seen the west west of the United States, and there's something magical about hitchhiking. I know most people listening to me here have never really done this, and it's dangerous, so I can understand.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but there's this magical thing that happens when you can be out in the middle of nowhere, and like I've been out under a street light, and there are no other street lights for 100 yards, and it's late at night, and I'm trying to get to my destination that's 20 miles away, and you're lonely, and maybe a little bit worried. Suddenly, a car stops, and you go up and you look through the window, kind of tentatively trying to suss the person out, and then you meet some really nice person, and then you jump in the car. You got the music going, guy hands you a beer, smoke a joint, and magically you're to your destination. It's like a genie comes along on a magic carpet, picks you up, and magically takes you to your destination. And you make a new friend along the way, and you have a good time, some laughs. Those are my good memories of hitchhiking.
Now, do
Um,
you have a time frame, or is it just when you can make enough money to go?
yeah, so that's the other thing. If I was just going to try to save money and go to America on my own, it would have taken me a long time. But for plane tickets, I need about $180, I think, or or something like that. I'm sorry, not 180, $1,200.
I thought that's really
Anyways,
cheap
well,
for where you're at.
I'm trying to do the math in my head, so it's anyways, don't worry about the cost of it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what I'm thinking is spring of 2025. So
Okay.
around March 19th, because I believe that's a Wednesday, and it's always cheaper to fly on Wednesdays. And also spring is a good time to start an adventure. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm thinking around the 19th of March, 2025. I'm guessing in about 2 weeks to travel across the country, doing it this way, stopping for a couple of days at each place, a couple of days in Sedona, then whatever cities else across the country, and
Right.
uh, and then spending like a month in Florida, and then coming home, coming back to Thailand at the end of it. And
Well, that's
that's one
exciting.
reason why I'm doing these, why I'm pushing this membership so much is, it's trying to get this money for these plane tickets. And no, it's not cheap. It was 300 pounds, which was because
I
when I
mean, I can imagine flying from Thailand to America and back. I mean, that's gotta be It's got to be kind of expensive to fly
Oh yeah,
international.
yeah, it's really expensive. And that's for
Mhm.
these tiny little seats that you're crammed into. I
Mhm.
mean, it's so tight. And
You have to get on multiple planes too.
I did. I've done what, 3 trips, because I did one round trip round. I did one round trip and then one way trip. And yeah, there's like I remember I stopped in Seoul coming here, stopped in LA, going the first time I stopped in LA for a little while. Then we stopped in, I want to say it was it's Taiwan. Another time stopped in Seoul. Yeah, like 30 hours too.
Mhm.
But going there's faster and easier. Like going to LA should be like 24 hours. And how much was that? I remember it was 300 pounds. So what's that? That's like $500, something like that, right?
Mhm.
So like $500 to get there and then 800 to come back. That's what it was. So a total of like $1,300. And that's just like right now, what I see. That's if I bought the tickets today.
Mhm.
And so let's call that $1,500. And then how much money would I need to travel across the country, hitchhiking and getting rides? Like another $1,000, like just for
Food and yeah, food's so
food,
expensive now too.
lodging, emergencies.
Yeah.
Um, I'd feel comfortable if I had $1,000. So if I can save up $2,500 between now and March 19th, that would be good. And
Mhm.
and then if I did really good with appearances and making money, and like doing my YouTube channel, because I'm gonna have all this great content to share since I'm traveling. Um, Maybe I can actually come home with more money than I left, you know,
That'd be awesome.
because I'm gonna have to charge like $100 an hour for my in-person, you know, readings.
Mhm.
And if I
Mhm.
could get like 6 people a day, and if I over a 2-day period in each stop, it adds up pretty quickly. Because when I return home to Melbourne, Florida after 20 years, I don't want to be rolling in there broke. You know what I mean? All my friends and family like, where you been for the past 20 years, Scott? And I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, let me take you out to dinner and tell you about it. I've got some money, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well,
anyway,
Margarita said, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. She said, her mother-in-law passed 3 years ago, and her father-in-law passed last month. So could be one of them coming in.
yes. So, look for traits like birthmarks or little things and on as they're when they're born and as they're growing up, certain words they say as they're learning their words or mannerisms that remind you of those people.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I was kind of hoping somebody out there would purchase some more gifts uh, on this live stream.
Yeah, because it's only if it's during a live stream, right, that they can
Live
buy
stream or
gifts.
live stream or a premiere, which I don't
Okay.
do. I don't do premieres very often. Well, I don't do produced videos very often, but I can start doing more.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon says, life is not a contest, not about how much money you have. It's about you as a person. Shannon T, that's the motto of my life.
Yeah.
I began living that way when I was in my early 30s after I read a book by Eric Fromm called To Have or to Be. At that time, my brother was starting to become very successful and make a lot of money. And for a while, he's my older brother, and I was like trying to be competitive with him. And then I read this book. And after I read, I'm going to repeat it, Eric Fromm, Fromm. He's a philosopher, and the name of the book was To Have or to Be, and it changed the way I changed the way I lived based on that. I got rid of everything I owned that I didn't use regularly. I became a minimalist. And at the time, I was a long distance hiker, which that went very well with my hiking, and pretty much lived my life like that. I've never earned more than maybe $15,000 in one year. Yet I've had an incredible, magical life. I've lived in, I've been around the world. I've seen things that most people are never going to see, and I've done it all on very
Hmm.
little money. And I've never allowed money to be my barometer for happiness. A few years ago, I went through a really, really hard time. I don't want anybody to think I'm ever complaining or whining about this time. It was just a time when I literally was starving. I was, I had about $1 a day to spend on food. Sometimes I would buy these street meals that was rice and I would mix it with beans. I would divide it in half. I would pay $1 for it, and I'd have toast for breakfast. I'd have one meal in the evening, and the next day I'd save the other half for the next day. So I was living off $1 a day, and I was still managing to be happy. So Shannon T, totally agree with you. Um,
Yeah.
now that being said, it was Janine Morjo, Tarot by Janine, who kind of got me to change my philosophy a little bit and realize that um, being poor isn't necessarily noble, and it doesn't make you more spiritual or closer to God necessarily.
Right.
And it's okay to have more to make more money. It's not a sin to have to make more money. Um, and this is something that I've been learning. Lacey Blue. So I'm not going to do any more questions from the chat right now. And in fact, I'm going to end this video because I've accomplished what I set out to do. Gave away my 10 gifts. And yeah, I am trying to get as much money as I can now so I can do this trip back to America in March. So that's what this is all about, guys. So if you're not a member and you want to help me out, you can sign up during my live streams. And if you want to pay it forward, you can purchase some gifts, just like I
Well, they
showed you
can
how.
join. I think they can join it at any time. I
Oh,
believe they don't have
yeah,
to be a
yeah,
member.
yeah. Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, that's right. You can join at any time. It's the join button. Somebody said they didn't see the join button. So if when you go to my channel, you'll see right there it says join. And
And if you don't see it, you might have to do it on a computer because maybe it's the ISO on your iPhone that's not letting you see it, possibly.
yeah, why don't you explain that again, Stacy? Because I saw last time in the chat there was a problem. Can you go into more detail about what that is?
If you're not seeing the join button, which should be next to the subscribe button, then it may be that the app, if you're using the app on your iPhone, it could be the ISO inside of it is not allowing that to be on it. So if you go on sign on a web browser and get on YouTube that way, you should be able to see the join button. Like, so try joining from a non-ISO device and opening
Okay,
up the page in a web browser, possibly. I have an iPhone and I was still able to get on it, but it could just be different people's devices, maybe their phone they have.
right. So this is what you should see when you come to my channel. It says subscribe and then the join button next to it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I'm gonna do for today. Stacy, thank you for helping out and
Thank you for having me.
congratulations to the 10 people that got their memberships. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with Honey.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Honey again. She had a great healing thing
Mhm.
the other day.
Okay. Well, all right. So I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna end this. Stacy, hang on a little bit. Let me chat with you after this.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.